Welcome back to Bluestem Home Shopping. I am Caleb, your host. And you know, they called us crazy for bringing in bikes like this. And I'm starting to wonder, maybe they were right about that. I mean, when we came into this business, I only had one bicycle. And it was like my do-everything bicycle, my ride-everywhere bicycle. I was very much a utilitarian, wanted to save all the resources I could. And I built everything out of used parts, basically, because that's all I had a budget for. And all these years later, I ride a bike in that same shape, and it's purple, and it's adorned with all sorts of crazy stuff. And I don't think these things are so nuts anymore. So maybe I am. So let me tell you about the benefits of bikes like this. With such a long wheelbase, you can roll over many bumps and barely feel them. With the crank so far ahead of your saddle, you can tell Electra that their flat foot technology ain't shit, because you are so low to the ground while still getting your leg extension that you need that you could easily stop in an emergency without any trouble by planting your feet on the ground. And I say that with experience, you know, riding in the winter on really slick roads, just dragging my feet on the ground for balance all over the ice. So there's some practicality to bikes like this. Sure, they're really heavy compared with other bikes, but they're way fun. So this right here is the Tracer Leopard 3i. The 3 and the I stand for 3-speed internal gear hub. The Leopard stands for, that's its model name, that's all. And I don't know why they called it Leopard, because it looks more like some sort of insect. But then again, what's in a name? Notice that it has front suspension of generic quality and no rear suspension, but there are springs under this saddle and these tires are fat, so you don't even need a whole lot of suspension anyway. This one has a 26 by 3-inch tire. The rear rim is 4 inches wide, the front rim is 3 inches wide, or thereabouts. Yeah, it's that exact same wheel set he's looking at. Oh yeah, what's the price on this thing? $2,000. 30% off of that would be $300 off per thousand. So 300 per thousand, right? Come on. Didn't you get it? So it's $1,400 until it's gone. So again, 3 speeds. Perfect for Brookings. You got gear 1 for going up Larson Hill, gear 2 for going across the top of Larson Hill, gear 3 for going down Larson Hill. Yeah, again, this is the same wheel set that goes on the Tracer Leopard 3i, among many other Tracer models. So in the back we got Sturmiotra SX-RK3 hub. The 3 obviously stands for 3 gears. SX-RK has probably something to do with the really wide axle. It's like 170 millimeters, overlock not to mention. It's pretty wide. I forget, is the front like a 135 or is it? So the Tracer is not the only stretch cruiser we have. We also have this Mustang GTS from McCargy. We also have this in black. This is more of a classically styled cruiser, complete with 74 spoke wheels or something like that. It's an odd number, maybe just 70. I counted them once. The white walls provide that classic look. Same with the fenders and the Springer fork. This one, originally it was at $630, is now $441 at 30% off. So it's probably the cheapest stretch cruiser you'll find maybe anywhere in the Midwest. In fact, this might be the only place you'll find stretch cruisers in the Midwest as far as commercial shops go. This one's outfitted with 26 by 2.125 tires. A little easier rolling than the Tracer's big 26 by 3 tires. Wait, who's your grandma? I don't know anything about your grandma. I don't need to know anything about your grandma to let her know that we don't only stock mountain bikes and commuter bikes and road bikes, you know, your general bikes you'll see at any other shop. We also stock the exotic flare, stretch cruisers, for example. And we got all types, or at least a few types. Some with fat tires, some with plus tires, some with standard tires. So we got the Tracer Leopard 3i here with the plus tires, the Mustang GTS with your standard tires, and then stored away in the basement, we've got the Bombita from, was that a McCargy or a Tracer?
That's a McCargy.
We got a McCargy Bombita that's got 4-inch tires, and we've got McCargy Vancouvers with 4-inch tires. So we got others, we'll show you eventually. They're all on sale. Was it still recording?
It wasn't, but it was probably when you...
That's awesome.
So what I'm thinking now is we...
Yeah, we don't stock just bitch-ass bikes. We don't stock just bitch-ass bikes. My grandma was pretty rad.
Okay, we'll talk about...
She's dead now, but she was pretty rad.